Welcome to Markethive's blog orientation. Our blogging system is a major component to Markethive. It's not the only thing Markethive's about, but it is a major integral portion of it. So as you are looking at the main page, the home page, you will see blogs being automatically posted to the news feed, along with people's posts that people make. If people subscribe, like I have subscribed to someone's blog, when they when they publish a new blog, it will publish it to my news feed to alert me. Our blog platform is the link up here in the top, and you click on it, and you will see top bloggers listed on the right hand side. These are people who are very prolific in their publishing. On the left hand side, you will see the default Markethive blog. This is the corporate's blogs that get produced for everybody's benefit. And then you'll see all blogs. This will show you in time sequence, date sequence, who's publishing blogs. And so the most recent one will be at the top, as you can see. All the different icons for the different people and different groups. There are groups that produce blogs, and there are people that produce blogs. And there are people who make groups to produce blogs on the groups to be separate from they produce for themselves. That's what you see here. Different people, different groups. My blog posts lists your blogs. And it lists them again, and it categorizes them by date. So the most recent one of mine is my own personal blog, and then you see me blogging in my groups. Personal blog, my group blogs. Then you have your friends' blogs. Now this will list all of your friends who are blogging, and it will categorize them by date as well, as you can see. Then as you come down further, you have categories, so you can go and you can filter out the categories. You can look at blogs by business development, etc., etc. We also have your blog info. This gives you your blog, and if you have multiple groups that you have produced, you'll also see your groups listed in there. And when you go to a group, it gives you the appropriate RSS feeds and XML feeds, the feed title and the feed description, and you can update those titles. Blogcasting is a relatively new development at the time of this recording. What that allows to happen is if somebody likes your blog, they can subscribe to it. You could literally have 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people subscribing to your blog. What happens is every time you publish a new blog, it publishes that blog to their Markethive newsfeed, like I showed you, but it also publishes it to their Gmail account or their Google Plus account, their Twitter account, their LinkedIn account, and also to their Facebook account. And it can also publish to their WordPress, and I'll show you that in a minute. Also, so this is the blogs that I'm subscribing to, and then I can also see who is subscribing to me. So I have those people subscribing to my mini blogs. I have a lot of different blog platforms with the groups that I produce. So this is a relatively new development. The power behind this is that if you have 1,000, 10,000 people subscribing to your particular blog platform, your blog, and every time you update a blog, it publishes out to their LinkedIn, Google, Twitter, Facebook. They have 2,000 or 3,000 connections amongst those four. I personally have somewhere around 150,000. Well, you can do the numbers. You have 1,000 people subscribing to you, and every time you publish, you're being published out onto 1,000 different news feeds, walls, whatever you want to call them, and their groups are being exposed to them as well. When they click on the feed or the post, if you click on the post like here, this will take you to that particular blog back to the Markethive system. So this is literally capable of producing massive traffic and exposure for your work. Another thing is called blog sharing that you'll discover in here. What blog sharing does is, if you create a group or for yourself, you can let people publish to your group. So you choose a group. So I'm going to choose like Beachbody. Then I want my friend Blake Warrington to be able to publish to it because I made it for him. And maybe I also want to let my engineer partner Stephen publish to it, and I grant access. Now they both have access granted. So when they go to publish a blog, they now have an option to publish to the Beachbody blog group. This makes sense to you as we go. Blog Cocktail allows you to produce a feed for like a WordPress that is a combination of different people's blogging. So you can say, I want Stephen Hotchkiss' third blog, I want Tom Prendergast's first blog, or in these orders to mix up and to create this feed. Now this feed can also be turned into a plugin, so I can produce different content from same group of people for different WordPress sites. Website widget. This allows you to put our Markethive badge on your website, and anybody click, somebody comes and sees your badge and they click on any of these, they can immediately sign in to your business. It doesn't have a lot to do with your blogs, but you can put this on like blogger.com and Joomla, etc., etc. The website, our WordPress plugin, now that is significant. That plugin, let's say I'm going to create a plugin for Wave 4, so I would go to create new, I'd give it a name, I'd point to that site, wave4.net, I'd give it a title, a post category, I'd give what kind of feeds do I want it to have. Do I want it to have blog cocktails? So I've made a blog cocktail up there called Test Cocktail, or do I want it to be custom, and I put people's names in there like Glenn. And I could have Glenn feeding into this feed, but I particularly use a group, so I'm going to use the Wave 4 group. Boom. Now that plugin will publish those feeds into my WordPress blog. So once I've made that and created that plugin, and it became, I named it Wave 4, I choose Wave 4, I go to download. There's my download, that's my plugin. I go to my website, and this is this plugin right here. Right here. It also gives me Markethive settings, so I can force an import, or I can let the cron, which is like once an hour the system runs and publishes your posts. So let's look at the posts. This is coming off of the Wave 4 group, and there is a publication. Looks and feels just like it was done here, because it basically, the way the plugin works, it imports all the information and brings it into the blog. You can go and edit it on your WordPress blog. You can remove it or edit it just like you made it right here. It's a nice, clean, simple, effective solution. Okay, so that's the pretty summary orientation of the blog system. So now we're going to look at the groups, so you understand the relationship of the groups with the blogs. Now, groups do a lot more than just create a group of people to publish to a blog. Groups can be hooked into co-ops for press releases, co-ops for advertising campaigns, co-ops for buying leads. Groups can be set up to do rotation links, so every member that's a member in that group. I'll show you a group. I'll show you the Wave 4 group. So the Wave 4 group can have a rotational link set up for it, so that everybody in that group, you can set it up so that they have a rotator. So when they join the group, the rotator will rotate all the traffic coming to that link equally, or however you want to set it up, to their profile pages, or however you want to set it up. So it's all automated into the system. You can also see in that group the blog posts that are going on. There's only one in here because I just set this group up. You will see all of these multiple groups. You'll see recent activity has its own news feed, just like your wall does, so you can communicate with your people. It mails out to them and alerts them when you publish in here. It'll give a little notification up here in the dashboard. But the most important thing is that you create a group of people in here, like I've done in some of my other groups. So when you go to blogs and you create a platform for blogs. So I'll show you one of those platforms where a lot of blogs are being produced by a big group of people. And that is, let's see, this group here. We're doing a support campaign in IBO Toolbox, so it's called IBO Toolbox. And when you click on the blog posts here, you'll see a large list of blogs being produced. Now these are being produced as well as into a plugin, so that plugin is going to this website. So all of their work that they're doing, not only is it showing up on the Markethive WordPress platform, it's also publishing out to as many WordPress sites as you want. So Markethive's blog platform has these blogs on it, but it's also publishing out to the appropriate plugins on as many WordPress sites as you want, mixed up any way that you want, utilizing the power of the group. Okay, now we're going to discuss setting up groups and how that works within the blogging platform. As I've said before, the groups are unique and they do a lot of things, but here we're going to talk about the group's role in blogs. So we're going to click on groups. It's up there in the blue bar, and we're going to make a group, and we're going to name the group eWave. And we're going to give it its permalink, which means it has an actual website address. eWave. Select a category. It's going to be about marketing. eWave is a marketing niche of like-minded. Let's get that writing right. Contributors. Writers. Put a little writing group together. Niche. Like-minded contributors. You know, that's a description that people can see when they're on the outside. Everyone can see the group. You can let members join immediately. I usually make members must be approved, but I'm going to set it at that. Create the group. And there's my link to the group. markethive.com/group/eWave. Now we're going to configure the group a little bit. Group settings, and I'm going to upload an image, prepped an image for this purpose, and our images should be right here. There we go. Uploading. It's done. Just going to go back and refresh so you can see the group image. And There it is. There's our group. And I'm the only member in it right now, but if there were other members, the next thing we do is we go to blogs, and we go down to the WordPress plugin, and we create a new one, and this one's going to be called eWave. And we have a domain called eWave, ewav.net. We're going to put this on, and we're going to name it eWave. Category, signature is not necessary. Custom, type a new group or name, so we're going to put in eWave because we're going to put the group into it. And everybody that publishes in that group. This number here, number of posts, this is, if you remember, there's a function in the plugin in the WordPress site where you push a button to force an upload. Well, if you make this 10, it'll bring in up to 10 of the existing posts when you push that button. So I always pick 10. Create the plugin. Okay, now we choose, again, we go find eWave. There it is. And I click download. I'm saving the file. Do not open it up with WinZip. Just save the file as it is, because you have to upload the file as a WinZip file. A note to Apple computer users. Safari and some other browsers will automatically want to unpack this. You got to tell it not to. I click OK. Now I go over to the eWave, and I'm going to do a little bit of work over there too. You'll notice that it's pretty much empty. And we're going to put a header in it, and we're going to bring on the plugin. The theme that I'm using, it's a very responsive, simple theme. The theme that I'm using is called 14. There's two of them. There's the mother and the child. There's 14 and 14 press. You have to have them both. Activate the 14 press, and you get a really nice responsive blog that appears on little phones and all the way out to big television sets. Okay, so we're going to go to the customize, and we're going to put in the header. We're going to add the header image. Go to select files, navigate to the same folder I pulled up the icon for the group, and there it is. Okay, select it, save. Okay, there's the header. We haven't installed the plugin yet, so let's go get the plugin. And since we've saved it on my computer, we're going to click Add New, Upload Plugin, browse for it. It's in my download folder. Okay, install now. Okay, I haven't activated it yet. I'm not going to. I'm going to do something else first. We will activate it on our next section where we do an actual WordPress plugin site and back office. We're going to produce a blog, so we have content to bring in. So that's it on the groups, and that's how this all works together with the groups. Next will be WordPress, and then we'll move on to producing a blog. Well, actually, next will be the demonstration of producing a blog, and then we'll come back to WordPress. Thanks. And we're going to go through the entire blog process, not just producing an article on Markethive, but we're going to do the plugins and the domain and set it up, and I'm going to show you how that whole thing works, and as well introduce you to the subscription system. So we're going to write a new blog, and I've already prepped for this blog, and it's called Entrepreneurship on the Rise in the U.S. So I'm going to publish to our new group that we made, which is the eWave. We made a group for that, right? So we're going to post to that, and that plugin will be put into the eWave site that we've built. I mean, you'll see all of that as we go through. So I'm going to choose my category to be marketing, which is usually what I do, is mostly about marketing. I mean, sometimes it's about religion, sometimes about politics. Once in a while, it's about health. Sometimes it's about prayer. Rarely real estate. Social media. Maybe I'll do this one, social media. Post title, Entrepreneurship on the Rise in the U.S. And this is going to the website, ewave.net. That's the one that we just set up. I mean, I've just set it up today. I've owned the domain for 20 years, but I just set it up as it's a brand new website, hasn't been in production for a while. So what are my tags on this going to be? Well, marketing, of course. Social marketing. We'll say social networking. Markethive. I will leave it at that for now. Okay, so I have my article is in a WordPress document. Just a second here, I'll flash it to you so you can see it. See, right there. So primarily, I am going to copy it, and I am also going to populate it with graphics. I've got some graphics that I've done for it, and I've already uploaded those graphics into the media library of our site, and there they are. Use that. That's going to be our header graphic. So I'm going to put it right there. So I click on the little image tag. I want to make sure it's not more than 550 in width. I make 550 the standard maximum width. Anything bigger than that, it tends to break WordPress blogs. And since this does get imported out to a WordPress blog, I want to make sure I keep it within its realm. I'm going to make this a heading 2. Maybe a heading 3. I don't want it to break. Yeah, heading 3, bold. All right, and then right here, I have pulled a graph off of Google, a graph that charts the difference between entrepreneur versus the career jobs. This is what the graph looks like. Okay, there's our graph. Yeah, we want to put it into an iframe, so we have to build an iframe. So we want to know where we're going to put this, so I just type in like a clue. You'll see, because now, being that I've got this iframe code built, I have to paste it into the source. So I'm going to paste it right there. You'll see what it looks like. That's the iframe, and that's the link that goes to that type of a graph. So we go back to this, and we continue on with the rest of our content that comes after the graph that I've written. So I'm going to copy it out of my Microsoft Word document. Okay, I've copied that, and now I'm going to paste that in here. Make sure my sections aren't too spread apart. I don't like to have too much white space, but I do put a lot of white space in it. It makes it easier to be read. The psychology of the human eye. Done a lot of research on that. Probably should do another blog about that down the road. All right, now we have to put in the video. Okay, so I've got this pretty well done. I'm going to type in here video 999 as a tag, so I can find it to paste the video code. It's an iframe and points to YouTube, and so that's going to go right there. Bring it back away from the source. Go down through it. Probably need to adjust the size of our video to 215, I think is what we want on the height. All right, now to finish this off, we have a few more text to do and an image to place. So copying out of my Microsoft Word document, and there it is, pasting it in. Bold that. This is an important image to put in here. This image is going to come from our media library. And we've uploaded these images in preparation for this production of this blog. Okay, I'm going to put the image right there. Click the image tag. make the width 550. Click OK. There we go. We want to make that bold, and we want to hyperlink it. Okay, and now we're going to publish it. Alright, as we prep to save this, we want it to be open to the public, we want comments from the public, and we want anybody in the Markethive platform to be able to basically swipe the blog if they want to, so that they have a blog like this. They can edit it if they want, or they can use it as it is. I'm giving full license. So I update and publish. Okay, there's our blog. Now we're going to take it a couple more steps. Not that it's necessary. The blog is done. It's fully open to the public. Those people who have subscribed to it, I'm going to subscribe to it right now, so that this publishes up onto all of my social networks. I'm going to promote this to everybody in Markethive, invite them to come and subscribe to it, because when they subscribe to it, and I subscribe to it, and everybody else subscribes to it, it shows up on thousands of people's social networks, literally giving me a reach into the millions. And there is nowhere else you can get this done but right here, because Markethive is innovative inbound marketing technology. All right, let's go to the blogs. Let's review the WordPress plugin for eWave. We go to download it. Remember, we downloaded this. Save it. Okay. We've already done that, but I'm doing it again to show you. Now we're going to go into our plugins, and I've imported the Markethive plugin from Markethive, like I just showed you. I'm going to activate it. Okay, now I'm going to go to settings, to Markethive settings. Because I don't want to wait for the cron to publish it. I want to push it right now so I can show you how cool this is. I mean, this is so totally cool. Okay, so now we go look at our blog, and dun, 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 dun. There she is. On the eWave, when your network needs the tools blog. There is our publication. Okay, so the publishing is complete in the Markethive blog. It has also published itself out to the WordPress blog that I set up, ewave.net, just like it was published over there at Markethive. Keep in mind, there are other people who have other WordPress blogs who also subscribe, swipe and share, and mix it up with the cocktails, so that my content is also appearing mixed in with their content in these cocktails on their WordPress blogs. So let's imagine years from now when there's 200 or 300 million people in Markethive, and you have a group, 4,000 or 5,000 entrepreneurs who are working together to produce traffic and lead generation for their business purposes. So every time one of you publishes a blog on Markethive, it publishes out to 300, 400, 500, even more WordPress. But even more powerful than that, and this is powerful in itself, is when you publish out and you have tens of thousands of people in the Markethive social network, your friends, as well as people in your groups subscribing, utilizing the subscribing function, like I've shown you, like right here, utilizing this. Every time you publish, you're showing up on LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter. This is automatically published to Facebook, automatically published to LinkedIn, automatically published to Twitter, automatically published to Google. In summary, the WordPress publication broadcasting, blogcasting, Markethive blog platform is the most advanced state-of-the-art system for being able to produce stellar, amazing SEO results instantaneously. And not only that, having the potential to achieve reaches when you push that button into the millions, into the literally hundreds of millions, when you have built out a significant social network. And where else can you do something like this? Where this entire multi-million-dollar platform, inbound marketing platform that the others sell for up to $10,000 a month, you're offering this platform to anyone who wants it, any entrepreneur, any networker, for free, for life, with no upgrades. The entire platform is free, and nowhere else does a free platform like ours offer up to 50% of the advertising revenue that it generates for its profit to you. But don't go away. There's a lot more. We're going to concentrate on just the function and technology of the Markethive's WordPress plugin, how you get it, where you put it, what it does. So we're in a WordPress back office right now with a Markethive plugin already plugged in, and you can see it right here. It's been activated. So we've gone through the process of add new, and then after you click on add new, it's upload plugin, and then it tells you to browse. We browse and we go to our download or our upload, wherever we uploaded it from, and there it is. And we install it from there. And we don't need to go through that process. I just want to show you where you walk through doing the plugins. So we have the plugin already loaded, installed, and activated. It does several things. One of the things that you'll see here is in appearance, in widgets, it has a widget. Well, I haven't installed the widget yet, so I can't show you what it does or show you what it looks like. But what the widget does is it sits on a sidebar of your blog. When somebody comes to your blog and they want to join Markethive, they click on one of the icons. It's OAuth. There is no email and verification in our system. It's just simply click a Facebook or a Google or a Yahoo or a PayPal or any of those and agree, and they've signed up. So it makes it kind of a shortcut. We have several types of plugins. You'll see them when I get it installed. So here's the Markethive widget, and I'm going to put that below the meta tag. And I'm seeing that the username is from Markethive, and I click Save. Alright, one of the other tools that you'll find is in Settings. It's called Markethive Settings. So there are some techniques, like if you produced a blog over on Markethive and it's been published to your WordPress and you found a mistake in it, or you need to redo it or remove it or whatever you need to do, and you go into your posts, and in your post you so you're going to delete this. Well, we'll do it. We'll just trash it. We're going to trash it. Whenever you trash, before you upload again, you need to make sure you empty your trash, or our system will read that you haven't emptied the trash, and the file is still there and it won't upload. So whenever you delete or trash a file, you must empty the trash. Remember that. So now we go back to Settings, Markethive Settings, and well, we'll go look first. We'll see that there is no article. You'll also see the new plugin appearing right here. Okay, so we're going to go back into the dashboard and go to Settings, Markethive Settings, and we're going to push it to import the posts that are in that particular group. That's the eWave group, and boom, there it is. That's been imported from Markethive's blog system, from the eWave group. And all of its little edits I did over in the Markethive platform have been now imported into here. Very nice. Okay, so going over to the blog section of Markethive in regards to the plugin, to find it, to make them, to reinstall them, to update them. Click on the WordPress plugin here. Select the plugin. This was eWave. And I'm going to configure it. I'm going to add a few things to it. Not only am I putting eWave in it, now I'm going to put in Wave 3 content. Okay, now I'm going to update that plugin. And if I want to download it and re-upload it, I can. I don't need to. But that's where the download is. And there it is. It wants to save the file. I don't need to do that. What I've done, though, is I have changed the configuration of the plugin so that it's now pulling content from another group called Wave 3. So we have eWave, which has one article, and Wave 3, which has many articles. As I will show you, we'll go to the groups. Wave 3 has about, 15, 20 people, 19 people in it. There it is. So we go into that group. You'll see that there's 19 active people in there. They're all producing blogs. And we click on blog posts. And there they are. You can see produced by me, Stephen Hodgkiss, Ray Jules, me, Charles Juarez, John Lombard, Art Williams, Varn James, Glenn Fleming, Dennis Rader, Charles Juarez, Judy Curtis, Ida Mae Boyd. You can see how this is working, right? You've got a lot of contributors to a particular blog, and they're all contributing in this group. And the way that they contribute in this group is they go to their blogs, every one of them, when they go to make a new blog. When they click on the write a new blog here, in the post to blog, they just choose that blog here, which is, Wave, down here, Wave 3. Right there. That's how they do it. Now they're publishing a blog to that group, which is picked up by that plugin. So let's go update our plugin. See, we have only one post right now in the system. See, there's one post. So now we're going to go to our settings, Markethive settings, and we're going to click on Import Post Now. And there it's done. We'll check our blog. And what do we have? We have a lot more posts, that's for sure. See them all? I hope you get the picture. When you infuse a social network of entrepreneurs, put it into a multi-million-dollar inbound marketing platform, fully engaged, infused, integrated, a platform that other companies sell for the beginning price of $200 a month all the way up to beyond $10,000 a month. You understand that? This is inbound marketing platform. Okay, so you look at your posts, and you see all these posts that are coming in. Quite a bit, 11. Got 11 posts. And that all works off of that plugin. So you go to the groups, and you'll see that you can add all kinds of different groups, create cocktails. You can have 10 people in this group, 20 contributors in that group. This group's talking about entrepreneurialism. That one's talking about marketing. Another one's talking about network marketing. Another one's talking about small business administration. Another one's talking about loans and grants. And another one's talking about crowdfunding. And you can have those all mixed up into all kinds of blogs. Let's say you got 10 or 15 members with WordPress blogs in each one. And so you've got like 200 or 300 members overall in all these groups with all these WordPress blogs, all of them working in concert, each one producing its own unique content, all of them producing white hat backlinks. This is an amazing system, folks. So there's our E-Wave system with just one member producing, me. So we'll look at the E-Wave and we look at the blog there, and you'll see that there's one blog. Entrepreneurship on the Rise in the U.S. And in a couple of days, you go search those things, and they will be all over at the top of the search engines in Google, Bing, Yahoo. Those search engines love Markethive because it produces quality white hat results. So that's it. That's the relationship of WordPress and our plugins and how it all works within the back office. It's very simple. Thank you. Well, we're going to finish it up here with subscriptions. Call it blog casting. Let's go look at my friends' blogs because they're the ones I'm going to want to subscribe. And so you know what I mean by subscribing. When I have subscribed to your blog, every time you update your blog, it pops up. It's published into my Facebook. It's published to my LinkedIn. It's published to my Twitter account. And it's published to my Google account. That's pretty cool, especially considering if you get me to subscribe to you. I have 9,473 people in my Twitter account. I have like 5,000 people in my Facebook account. I have tens of thousands of people in my Facebook pages. I have about, 2,000 or 3,000 now in my LinkedIn account. So when you add those all up, you're looking at about 20,000 I'm worth. Now, let's assume that in Markethive, you get 1,000 people like me to subscribe to your blog. Let's just assume that. What would that mean for you? How would that work? What do you think? 1,000 people subscribe to Glenn's blog, and it's very easy to do. You go to his blog, you look at it, you click on blogcasting, and you just choose. I want whenever he blogs, I want a notice and the content, the summary sent to my Twitter account, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Google+, my Markethive newsfeed, my email alerts. It'll even send an email to me, and my dashboard, which will put a little pink up on my dashboard. So from here on out, when Glenn E. Fleming, MD, MPH, publishes a blog like he just did, it is going to show up in my social networks. So what does that mean? What exactly does that mean for you? Well, for Glenn, he's made friends with people like me, and there's a lot of other people like me that have large social networks. He may only have 10 or 15 friends, but 15 friends times 10,000 is what? 150,000, right? 10,000, 150,000. So every time he publishes, 150,000 people are reached through the social networks of that content. Then you got the other thing where we've got the WordPress plugins where we can share and mix those up. So every time he publishes, he's out on all kinds of other systems like WordPress. And he's being, out there on a whole lot of other systems for backlinkings coming in. So it's a huge, there's nothing competes with this inbound marketing platform. It's huge backlinks, massive SEO, massive PR ratings, a severe increase in your Alexa ranking, a lot of traffic, a lot of business, a lot of new leads come into your system utilizing the Markethive platform. So we go and we look to see if Glenn's stuff has shown up yet on my LinkedIn account. So I'm refreshing. Yep, there it is. His contact is king. Let's see if it's shown up in my Twitter account. Yep, there it is. Folks, you're seeing it happen right here, real time. Imagine if this system was in LinkedIn that has 400 million people, and you had 21,000 people subscribing to one of your blogs, which is literal. This can happen. This is going to happen. When you publish, you could literally be publishing out to thousands and thousands of WordPress blogs and millions of reaches into the social networks. We also have a control panel to allow you to see who is subscribing to your blogs and whose blogs you're subscribing to. And you'll find that down here in the section under Blogging Tools, Blog Casting. You're able to see blogs you are subscribing to, so you can keep track of it. And let's say I do no longer want to subscribe to one of these. So let's say I don't want to subscribe to Wave 3 anymore. I can click on it, go to one of the posts, click on Blogcasting, and unsubscribe. It's that simple. And you can also see who is subscribing to your blogs and how well you're doing. Now, each one of these people represents a reach. He may be 3,000. He may be 10. She may be 7. He may be 500. He may be, 2,000. She may be, 1,500. She may be 700. But they add up. And as you promote the system and grow the system, and you subscribe to their blogs and they subscribe to your blogs, the teams that you build and the reach that you are going to develop is massive. This is social networking and social broadcasting innovation that's going to change everything. Markethive. It's built for you, the entrepreneur. It is an entrepreneur social network. That's important because that's what empowers the inbound marketing platform. A platform that we spent millions of dollars on building, and we could sell it for up to $10,000 a month. There's other companies out there that have even gone public that don't even have it's close to this. And we give it to you for free. We've just recently introduced a new technology service called blog swiping. Now, simply put, what it allows one to do is I could publish a blog, and then I could, when I do publish it, I choose the swiping to be public, or members if I'm just making it available to a member in one of the groups I'm in, or friends if I just want it to go to my friends, or only me. I don't want anybody to swipe it. So I make it public, and when I update it, I get a blog that has the ability for others to swipe it. Now, on the surface, you might think, why would I want somebody to swipe my hard work on building a blog? Well, this is why I'm starting at the end, and we're going to work backwards. This is a recent development or production that I just did called the Freedom Celebration in LA for a friend of mine, LB, who just came back from a seminar in Los Angeles and was really excited about what's going on there. He's in a very dynamic MLM and a very dynamic group. He took a bunch of pictures, and he has a bunch of videos to go with it as well. So this is what I produced for him. But this is what he tried to do himself. He's not really up to speed yet, so using his system over there at Talk Fusion, or he did produce a article, blog, to send out this to all the people in his email to come see, so that they could all be updated with what he did. So while he was struggling with this, he contacted me because he knows that I am a master in developing, and HTML for me is like, honestly, it's like child's play. I've been doing it for like 30 years almost. I can do it with my eyes closed. So I told him I actually lend him a hand, because blog swiping is perfect for this solution. In other words, as your parent, and you're my child, as your mentor, and you're my student, as your sponsor, you're my subscriber, I have the ability to do these things, and you don't, and I can teach you how to do it. So I could actually take you into a class and sit here and produce this for you. I can actually show you the code. And this is what I did with LB. So here's the code that this is a combination of me writing the code and changing the whole look and feel of it in Edit Plus. But I did it with, it was a combination of that and using the system, to be able to publish all this. So the whole purpose behind this video here is to show you. You go to blog swipe. You choose where you want the swipe to go. I just swipe it to your blog and click the subscribe me button. And it takes a few minutes, it takes about 10-15 minutes checking to see if it's transferred. So I click on my blog post. It should show up now in my account. There it is. I click on it. Now it's in my account. And I just want to double check, make sure that it's still set up to transfer so that LB can grab it. So I click the edit, go down and look, set it so that it's public, update, and now LB can grab it. Transferred over to your blog. So what does that mean? That means that I could produce a really nice blog for you because I'm really good at it, and you may not be so very good at it. I could charge $5 for this and I'd be making money because I could do this in my sleep. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people in Markethive who are quite capable of producing, and there's probably another side of people who really aren't very good at it. But you know, you could use the conference room, interview, start building it. You could use Skype and share the screen, and you as the builder could produce a blog for somebody who is a client of yours. You could charge them $5, $10, $20, $50 depending on the amount of work that's involved in it. So in a minute here, I'll show you this blog transferred over to my account. I built this blog here on Agnes Hagfish's. She's one of my I don't know what you want to call her. She's not real. I have several clone accounts that I use to, just for the purpose of being able to make these demonstrations. So to show you the code account, and we'll go in and we'll edit it, and I'll just show you what the edits on this look like and what I did. So instead of trying to spread this back and forth, what I do is I just use this expanse tool here. The tools come up here to the top, and this is what I built. Copy pasting. A lot of these images were the LB had uploaded to his photo bucket account, and in order to look at the source, you click the source code, and I went into the source code for, especially when I was working on the tables. I had to put in there a divisional tag around it right here in order to put a border around it properly, and a background color. I had to make sure that the widths and the heights of the Vimeo players and the YouTube players were the proper heights and widths. Same with putting in a lot of the images that I put in here. I was able to just put them in there the normal way, where you have this little image property system here. So I had to use a combination of the tools and we have very sophisticated tools in the blog platform in Markethive, but some of the stuff I had to tweak. I had to take it over to the Edit Plus and get into the code and do a little bit of code work. Okay, and I'm more than willing to do this for you and show you, how this is done. So I do it, either in a Skype casting or a webcasting environment. And then when you're done with the account, you just simply publish it to swipe public, so that LB, when I'm done with it, can come to that blog, click the swipe, and then swipe it over to his site, and it looks just like he built it, and then he can send it off to his friends. That's one of the really valuable benefits of our blog swipe. There are others. Me, as the CMO of the system, I'm now going, and when I produce Markethive blog content like this one here, I set it up so that it can be swiped. Well, let me show you. We'll go over to old Agnes's neighborhood here, and you'll see how she can go to my blogs and swipe them into her account or any one of her groups, and she could go in and edit it or leave it like it is, maybe change it, put a couple addresses on it or links, and then it's hers. And there's reasons for that, because then when she goes out and promotes it and somebody comes to it that's outside of Markethive and they want to sign up, they'll sign up through her instead of signing up through me being the person that produced it. So there's another benefit of being able to easily pull the content from corporate into your own blog platform so that it's yours, so you can go out and promote it. You may have uplines or groups that you belong to. So let's say that you're in a group, and I, as the group master, let's say like an E-Wave. So what I'm doing is I have everybody in this group, and then I produce this blog, and I allow you to swipe it. So you're pulling that over to yourself, and then I show you in training and things how to go about changing stuff, changing links and those types of things, maybe put a different video in it. But I'm able to give you the content to work. Blog Swipe is a powerful mentoring tool. And folks, there's nothing like it anywhere else. I've looked. This is why I built this. And what does this do? This turns Markethive into a marketplace for those of you who are really good at producing HTML content and images and work like that to create a really nice looking blog like this for other people. You interview them, they tell you what you want, you build it, they see you building it, they agree on it, you exchange the on your own, PayPal or however you pay each other, and then you make it available for them to swipe it. It's an excellent tool for mentoring, and it's an excellent tool for the marketplace. Remember that. Blog Swipe. Thank you.